It's not uncommon to think that with the summer drawing to a close, there might not be too much happening at the Pleasure Beach between September and the end of the season, but there's still plenty of reasons to visit Blackpool Pleasure Beach in 2021. So in today's video, I'm going to talk through some of the things we have to look forward to between now and the end of the season. The easiest place to start for me here is briefly to go over the remaining dates for the late night riding at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Those dates are the 25th of September, the 23rd of October and the 30th of October. Late night riding events are when Blackpool Pleasure Beach is open from 10 AM to 10 PM. The three remaining dates are all likely to be great opportunities to get plenty of rides done after sunset. We have recently uploaded a video about late night riding events at the Pleasure Beach in terms of how busy they can be and a general guide of what to expect on those. I'll put a card at the top of the screen linking to that video. Sticking with the late night riding, Blackpool Pleasure Beach are trialling something new for 2021 in terms of their opening hours on Fridays throughout September. At present, there's no event name as such for these Fridays, and I'm not sure if there'll be any in-park entertainment. However, the most important thing is riding the rides after the dark is going to be possible on every Friday in September. So on every Friday in September, Blackpool Pleasure Beach opens from 4 PM and closes at 9:30 PM. In my opinion, this is an excellent idea and something I believe fans of Blackpool Pleasure Beach should do their best to support, especially if you've been hoping for later opening hours during Blackpool illumination season. For years and years, it was debated on Blackpool Pleasure Beach fan forums, especially ours, how Pleasure Beach would benefit from opening later in the day during illumination Fridays, and this year, it's happening. I see the benefits of this for everybody though, and not just us as Pleasure Beach fans. Normally on Fridays in September, the park would open in the morning and close its doors at 5 PM. The park would be quiet all day during those hours, and anyone arriving mid-afternoon for the weekend would have seen no benefit of going into Pleasure Beach for a short time. Whereas now, anyone arriving mid-afternoon will be able to make the most of the Pleasure Beach being open for quite a few hours. I'm going to repeat myself here, but if you're like me and you're one of the Blackpool Pleasure Beach fans who has insisted for years that later opening hours during the illumination season should be a thing, we now have to support it by being at Blackpool Pleasure Beach as much as possible during these new opening hours on Fridays in September. Moving on, I have to do a little disclaimer here. The clips that follow will continue scenes of Blackpool Pleasure Beach's scare attraction, which you may find disturbing. There may also be flashing lights at points. Journey to Hell Freak Nights is returning to Blackpool Pleasure Beach from October the 8th on selected dates, and by the looks of it, it's going to run for longer than the event did in 2019. Freak Nights was the Pleasure Beach's first version of their own Halloween event, and it took place at the end of October 2019 over a few days. There's not loads of information available as yet, but I think we'll start seeing some teasers published about this on social media in the near future. Freak Nights in 2019 was a story-based experience. Everyone taking part was put in a different group and experienced the event in different sequences to each other, but the story was the same for everyone. It was the first event of its type at the Pleasure Beach, so it's going to be interesting to see how the event this year compares. One of the highlights of the event last time was Pleasure Beach's Chinese puzzle maze being converted into an actual scare maze as part of the experience. Quoting the Pleasure Beach's website about this event, "Journey to Hell Freak Nights are a terrifying experience-led event through themed areas of Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Details coming soon." Unquote. Event dates are shown to be between the 8th of October and the 31st of October. I appreciate this is meant as an informative video rather than a speculative video, but just moving into the speculation mindset here, I'd love to see this event taking part within the park's opening hours, with scare mazes within the park and roaming actors around the park. A park-wide Halloween event at Blackpool Pleasure Beach would be incredible. However, away from the speculation, I look forward to seeing what this event will be, and can't wait to give it a try in early October.
No, no, no. You come here.
Oh no.
Sit down, sir.
Would you like to film this?
Would I like to film this? Yes, sure I would. Hello! I've been waiting so long for you.
Normally, the Blackpool Pleasure Beach season would run from February to November. However, 2021 started off with tight COVID restrictions, and Blackpool Pleasure Beach eventually opened on April the 12th. The Pleasure Beach season will run through to early December this year. From November onwards, the park will be open on a Saturday and Sunday only. The final weekend of the season takes place on Saturday the 11th and Sunday the 12th of December 2021. Between now and the end of October, Blackpool Pleasure Beach is open daily. Opening times and operational days are all subject to change though, and the best place for the up-to-date information will always be on Blackpool Pleasure Beach's official website. Between now and the end of the year, there's a number of shows on at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. I don't have any footage of the shows available to use here, but to name a few, there's Hot Ice, which ends on Saturday the 11th of September. There's the Evolution of Magic show, which is on selected dates through to the end of October. There's Ken Webster's Hypnotist show, which is on through to early November on selected days. There's the Christmas Grotto, which is on from early December through to Christmas Eve, also on selected dates. And finally, there's the Great Gatsby themed show, which is on between the 3rd and 18th of December, again on selected dates. Going back to the Grotto, it's an excellent attraction for families with small children, and the Gatsby show was great when we watched a version of it in 2018. I will put a link in the video description to the page which features all of the shows and events that are on at Blackpool Pleasure Beach for the remainder of 2021. Will you be visiting Blackpool Pleasure Beach for the late Friday openings in September, or for any of the late night riding events that remain? And which of the remaining shows or events that are on at Blackpool Pleasure Beach this year are you looking forward to? Be sure to let us know in the comments section below. I hope you found this video informative. Many thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon in the next Pleasure Beach Experience video.